Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Funzo, and if you're new here, welcome. On today's video, we're gonna be making such a simple but delicious gravy recipe. So this is a tomato gravy. Without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off, we're gonna boil some water. So at this step, I just want to remove the skin off of the tomatoes. Now you could also just grate the tomatoes, but this for me is faster and it's easier. So what we're just gonna do is we're gonna remove the top part right there, the where the tomatoes usually attach to the stem of the plant. And then we're gonna put a cross on the bottom side. This is just so that it's easier to peel once you basically you kind of like you're cooking it but not cooking it, if that makes sense. And then we're dropping it into some hot water. This will not take any more than maybe about 3-4 minutes, if not less. So basically, once you can start seeing the skin like kind of like come off of the tomato, then it's easier. You just remove it, put it in cold water, and then it's easy to remove. So as you can see there, you can see like it looks like it's going like a little like old skin or something. You can see they're starting to separate a bit. Yeah, and then we remove it, we put it in cold water. This is so that it stops cooking. So you don't want this to cook, so it stops cooking right away. So right there, as you can see how easy it is to remove the skin. And that is it. That's called blanching. In one of my videos, if you watch some of my previous videos, I spoke about blanching, and this is basically it: the removal of the skin from any vegetable or so. And sometimes you can just if you use like an oven, you just put it in there like it's charring or something, and then again it's easier to remove the skin. You do the same thing with like peppers and different types of veggies. And then right there I'm just chopping it up, this so that I don't have the skin as I'm cooking. But if you also like it, you don't need to do you don't need to do that step. So right here I'm just cutting it up, and I'm roughly chopping it, just because honestly it's gonna cook out, and then you're not gonna have like you're not gonna be able to like distinguish the tomatoes or anything like that. Hence why removing the skin is nice. And then right there it's done. So when we're actually starting the tomato gravy, we're gonna start with some onions, and we're just gonna saute this. So we're not looking for them to go brown, but we just want them to be translucent. So we're gonna cook them through. This is such a simple recipe. So when you're doing your braais and stuff, you're gonna use this basically to pop some braai meat on the side, and then your gravy. Simple, easy. Within 10 minutes you're done. And then right there I'm just showing you again, it's cooking but it's not browning. So my temperature, my heat is like a medium low, bordering on the low side. And then I'm adding in my tomatoes. And then after adding in my tomatoes, I'll add in my spices. And I listed the spices on the screen, and they'll also be in the description box. The full recipe will be on the description box. And those are my spices. Not too much. You still want everything else to kind of like still be tasting good and everything, so I'm not putting in too much. And then I'm just mixing it along. Now this part for me gives you that nice red color, plus also some tomatoes, like some more tomatoiness. There's just something about the tomato paste that changes a little bit of the flavor and the color, and it tastes amazing. Also, so that I don't use too many fresh tomatoes. So this is what I do. Remember, tomato paste is still tomato, so if you don't want too much tartness, do not use too much tomato paste. And then if for some that have used maybe too much tomato paste and want to get rid of like that sourness, what you can do with what most people do is use sugar, or for me I use a bicarbonate of soda, so baking soda or cooking soda, and it will remove that tanginess. So right there I'm just adding in some water. This is just so that it's not so thick, but if you like it thick, leave it as is. If you want it a bit more looser, then you add a little bit more water, little at a time. If you add too much, it's just gonna be watery. And then you allow it to simmer, of course. And then guys, just like that, this is the gravy. Can you see? It's smooth, it's nice, it's beautiful, it's luscious, and it tastes amazing. I hope you guys will try it out. So this is just me dishing it. I hope you guys do try it out. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to comment in the comment section anything else that you might want me to cook, to like the video, of course, and to share with your family and friends, guys. And we have come to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, bye.